thunderstorms. And so we weren't able to even get up the lane. So this is the first time we've been back, and we're just going to go and inspect the observatory and see if there's any issues. Now let me know in the comments that you're here, and let me know if there's any delay, because if there's delay, I don't want to keep this podcast or this YouTube live going because that's kind of annoying just to see choppiness and whatnot. So let me know in the comments if there's any issues. Okay, so thanks for the thumbs up. It says no one's watching, but I'm getting a thumbs up, so I assume there's a bit of a delay. Okay, I'm going to pass this over to Isaac, and he's going to film. Let me turn the camera around here. All right, wave, Isaac. Woo! Okay, so Isaac's going to be our cameraman, and I'm going to walk through some of the things that I'm going to that. Okay, and you read the comments if any come in. All right, so we're just going to walk through some of the things that I'm doing as we make sure that the observatory is healthy. Okay, so if you back up to try and keep you in frame here. Okay, so the first thing we noticed when we came in is that we had an ACR error on our power system here. And basically what that means is there's a fault somewhere in the system. And what was interesting is I just touched the wire and it cleared the fault. And I have my voltmeter here. And you can stand back there, bud. It's fine. And so I touched, the battery terminals. We got, at the time, we got 12 volts, 12, 13 volts. This is actually reading a 2, 13.4 is the voltage of the battery. And we can see that we are pulling, even though it's pretty cloudy out, we are pulling a few watts in from the solar panels. So that is all good. However, I did notice, if I can turn it on here, maybe not, I gotta do that. Oh, no, there we go. So that just turned back on our dew heaters. So the dew heaters were off, but I'm not sure that was much of an issue. The dew heaters are currently, we've got a dew heater just in here in our computer box, which has the modem and our little PC there. All of those pressing buttons, hopefully not deleting too much software. And then the other big dew heater right now just wraps around the mount, which hopefully keeps things enough just to keep any moisture from building up in there. And so the dew controller is down there on the floor. Okay, the next thing I need to check, any comments there, Isaac?
There is one saying all is good, one says hello there, and then there's thumbs ups.
Okay, thumbs up, I'll take it. So the next thing I want to check is, can the dome open? Is the dome battery healthy? So we're going to grab the battery, and I'm going to check the voltage on that, because that battery is probably really, really old, and it wasn't performing great. And it's actually only being powered off a solar panel that's probably this big, like 10 watts. I don't know. It doesn't require much power, but at the same time, it's real annoying when this goes out. So I'm just going to check the voltage on this guy up here. So there's our, without dropping it on the floor. Oh, it's magnetic, right. Oh, can I stick it? No. Okay, in any case, here we've got negative and positive. That is 11 volts. That may be a bit low, at least it's not dead. So if I'm not sure I want to mess with that. Okay. Well, that was on. The Bluetooth is off though, but the motor turned. Okay, well I'm going to leave that for now. We're not going to use the observatory at night. If I do need to power that, I can just give it any 12 volt power source and we can sort of jerry rig it. Okay, so now let's check some of the components. So stuff is plugged in, and so here's Abbey Ridge Autopilot, and so I can click over here to manual operations and just see if we can connect to some of these things. So let's see if we can connect to the telescope, and by telescope it means the mount. So it's going to open the mount software over here on the left. There's the mount. Okay, so are we connected? I don't think so. So I can go here to status. And, okay. So the mount does have power. You can see the lights. Here, Isaac, I'll grab the phone from you here. So we can see this is an old, this is a Titan Gemini mount, and then it's got a sidereal servo controller, sidereal technologies. And so that's just, USB 12 volts. And so that all runs into our sort of computer station under here, which I actually need to go in and, here, I'm gonna hand that back. I'm pretty sure and this is a mess down here. Oh, there's a puppy. Well, there's blinky lights, but it's looking dusty, so I'm worried a rodent got in there because all my to-do is to replace the batteries in all these guys. So these are pretty good rodent defense mechanisms or something. They flash lights and they do ultrasonic sound. So I've got a couple of these. I've got one in my pocket too. So you need to remember before we leave to recharge these and keep the rodents out. Because, oh, that's the voltmeter saying, shut me off. Okay. Yeah. So other things we can just check, and I can check why that mount's not connecting in a minute. We can check our focuser. Maybe the USB cord is just not connected. Let's check our focuser. And go to status here. So there's a USB cord that runs from the computer here, and then it basically goes under the floor, into the box here, into a hub, and then up to all the stuff. So, okay, that's funny. So now the focuser, the focuser turned on, so there's USB connections here. Ironically, the hand controller for the focuser says error. So we may just have, but the computer says it's fine. That's kind of funny. Status, oh, I don't know what I hit there. So if we were to change the position on the focuser, move focuser to 3500 for quiet, sometimes you can hear it. Nope, okay, so another thing to troubleshoot, just add that to my list. So far the mount is not connecting, the focuser is not spinning, but all in a day's work. It's probably something simple. All right, let's see, what else can we check here? The cloud sensor. Cloud sensor, did the cloud sensor survive the ice storm? Where's cloud sensor? Right here. Oh, the button's not even working. It must be thinking about something. Well, another way that we can check this stuff is to open Nina. So, Nina, which is your nighttime imaging for astronomy. So let's get that open. Just see if that can connect to this stuff. All right. So we've got a camera plugged in there. Can we connect to the camera? Hey, there's a small win. Camera is connected. The filter wheel is not plugged in. How about the focuser? Well, this says we can connect to the focuser. Can we move it? 3000. Move. Maybe we just need to cycle the power on that. Okay, what about the mount? We connect to this mount here? Let's try. Oh, all right. Well, Nina can connect to the mount. Now the big question, here you can point it at me. We're just stand back. Or the dog. Dog is like, what? You're boring. Do something more exciting. Okay. Can we control the dome? Is the dome even on? I mean, it's been like 2 months since I turned anything on here. Is it even plugged in? Yeah, it's plugged in. Plugged in. The light's on. Okay. Does it turn? Hey, the dome turns. That way. That way, I want to keep it sort of pointed that way because remember there's a solar panel on the dome for the shutter there. Okay, but can we connect to the dome here? Let's see what will happen. We connect to the dome in Nina. We may need to open up the dome control first. So if I open our file system, dome, arrow dome, and let's connect here first. Status. I didn't even remember how to connect. Control. Connect. Connect failed. Connect. Connect failed. Okay. So the way the dome. Oops. Hang on. Oh, I know what's wrong. Aha. So remember, the dome knows where it is because it's got a grocery store scanner duct taped behind the flat panel here. So here's the plug for the grocery store scanner, and that scans the USB cords. And it makes an annoying sound. So basically what I do is I unplug it and plug it in until that sound goes away. Now sometimes it goes away if I mess with it. Okay, so let's try it over here. Now I have another grocery store scanner up there that I haven't connected yet. But, okay, let's close that and open it. There's actually an older version. Let's see if that'll connect. Connect. No. I think it's still looking for that grocery store scanner. Because this stuff has a serial, 9-pin serial for the nerds. I think it's RS422 or RS485 connection. I think 485 it's probably not. R22 or R32, one of those serial protocols. So it's super simple. So just a basic serial cable, of which there's the old one right here. And so basically you get a signal, a ground, and a clock, probably. Okay. Maybe we just need to flick it. Okay, you guys, you should play out. Go play outside. Come on. Look at that. Look at that day out there. Just fog. All right. Anyone commenting things?
We have a couple of comments.
All right, I'll answer some comments. Oh, they're all hellos. Great filming, Isaac. True. Okay. We got 27 people watching. Hello, 27 people. Always good for some troubleshooting. Okay, failed to move focuser, says Nina. I think the power just needs to be cycled on it. So here's the focuser. It says error. These things are kind of, it's on the list of things that should be replaced. So like if I turn it off, nothing happens right away anyway. Okay, now it's off. Cycle the power on that. Still says error automatically. Let's see if we unplug it. Play with some knobs. All right, error 1. That's just a serial cable as well. So, yeah. Good times. Focuser connection lost. Please reconnect. So, focuser, connect. So it's talking to it, it just can't move it. Focuser connect. Oh, okay, we cleared the error. We cleared the error, so cycling the power did that. All right, let's try to connect again. Oh, okay, so it's calibrating itself, so it's moving through its entire range of motion. If we're really quiet, I can hear it up there. If we point it up here, so there's the focuser. Here, it's connected with a serial connection, 9-pin, and okay, so it basically just stopped at the previous location. Let's see if Now it'll let us connect. Maybe we need to cycle Nina. Oh, no, okay. So that connected. Got it. And if we target a position, can we command it? Error. All right. Well, it's on our to-do list. Usually, if you just cycle stuff a bunch, the problems seem to fix themselves. Here, let me see something. All right. We're just jiggling the cables. All right, so that's this serial. Wow, that's in rough shape. Let's jiggle that. It moved by one. Oh, okay, so it's allowing us, it's going in, and I can hear it. So let's just get its wiggles out. Manual or PC? Okay, yeah, so it's connected to a PC. Someone in the comments know what error 1 is? Anyway, we'll figure it out. Let's cycle the power again. We'll move on to our next thing to troubleshoot. Oh yeah, we're still troubleshooting the mount. Or sorry, not the mount, the dome. So the dome is not connecting, but I think it's that grocery store scanner is giving us problems here. That won't even close. Good times, PCs. Okay. Control, connect. Yeah, so it's failing right away. Oh, the other thing this needs, I think it needs that grocery store scanner, but it also needs the shutter to be working. Oh, okay, there we go. So the grocery store scanner fixed itself. Okay, so let's cycle this. I'm gonna have to control alt delete. Task manager and kill the dome. Or yeah, so we're gonna kill the dome. Processes. Reopen that. So that's cycled. That's gonna error. Oh, okay, look. It did not error right away. That's a good sign. So now it's connecting to the grocery store scanner, the shutter, which it connects to with Bluetooth, and the dome controller here inside. Our very official Abbey Ridge Observatory dome rotator controller, which uses, it's basically a microprocessor in here and a capacitor here, just to give it enough boost to turn the dome. Okay. So, well, that's still thinking. Usually, if this hasn't been running a while, it usually thinks for a second. Thinks for a while, like a few minutes, and then the next time you go to connect, it's fast. I don't have too many things I'm talking at the same time. Okay, yeah. So Nina, I think Nina really needs to wait until this thing stops thinking. What's a little bit disconcerting for me is that the Bluetooth light on the dome controller is not flickering. And that came in at 11 volts, which is a little low. So that could be the root cause. Maybe I'll do the normal unplug it and plug it back in again. This is interesting too, because this is Bluetooth, but it's a serial connection. Okay, so it'll open, but it does. Clearly that is some weak voltage. Okay. So that's a little weak, so I'm guessing the Bluetooth is not getting enough voltage here, because otherwise that light would be on. Recycle the power. Okay, so I think this needs a new battery, or, I mean, really, any 12 volts should work. So here's an old, this was the old S-Big camera power supply, and I just cut it here, and that is the negative sign on it. Just stand over there by the dome. Okay, so here's two wires that are going to be 12 volts. So if I plug this in here, and if I just plug these in series, sorry, not series, that would give us 24 volts. In parallel, so I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to just touch these. And see if that Bluetooth will connect. Oh, I don't think I've got it. Okay, we'll unplug the battery. Without the two ends touching. You can tell I'm not an electrical engineer. Ah, yeah, there's the issue. Okay, solved. So, whoop. If you come back here, Isaac, you can see if I hold this 12 volts just with my finger, okay, Oliver, maybe you can help. Can you, now that Bluetooth is on, can you just click OK on that? And then click connect. And we'll see, and then just walk away. Oh, whoa, 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 cool. Isaac, look at me. The dome started walking away on me. Okay, yeah. So, and it's beeping. Okay. Oh, that just needed a kickstart. All right, so their Bluetooth is illuminated. The dome is connected, so that solves that issue. We just jump-started. We jump-started our... It's beeping angrily at me, but I think that'll stop. That's just the grocery store scanner. Okay, so now, in Nina, hey, we connected to the dome in Nina. All right, so find home, I think the sensor's not connected, but can we move it? Ooh, all right, Nina's moving the dome. Sweet. Look at that. Okay. All right. So where were we on troubleshooting? Okay. So we've got a mount. We're connected to the mount. Can we move the mount? If I hit unpark, nothing happened. These are grayed out. Set tracking rate. Oh, they're not grayed out now. Okay, can we move the mount? What do you think, Isaac? Can we move the mount from the computer?
I'd say 50-50 chance,
50-50?
maybe.
Okay, nothing's happening. All right, what about this button? Or this button? Okay, unpark. Scope is not officially parked. Want to unpark anyway. Sure. All right. What's going on, mount? Bad scope connection. I wonder if that needs to be cycled. Because so we're connected here with Nina, so maybe that's overriding it. All that's zeroed out. Okay, I'm gonna scoot through some comments here. Oh, thanks, Anthony. Temperature probe, not connector, not working. I don't think we ever used a temperature probe. Yeah. So maybe we just live with that. Any plans for lunar and solar eclipse? Yeah, so the Dalhousie Astronomical Society, so the eclipse is like 3 a.m. So I don't know if I'll be up for that. But the Dalhousie Astronomical Society may be here, and I might ask them to live stream. Okay. Yeah, Anthony says, love that the high-tech building includes description like grocery store scanner, duct taped. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll make that more official. I'd love to redesign the mount controller or the mount control in general. Yeah, so we do have and I am looking to upgrade this mount or replace this mount. Here's the hand controller. Look at that for the mount. All right, that works. You can hear it. Yeah, if I hold it, it'll speed up. See? Isn't that a beautiful sound?
No, it's not a beautiful.
You don't like that sound?
I hate that sound.
That's a cool sound.
Satisfying.
It's super satisfying.
It sounds
Okay,
like one of
well,
those
we can
Cheetos
control the
with
mount
Coke.
so that the motors are good, the motors survive. Put that away. Let's see here. It's weird that Nina, maybe I'll cycle the power on Nina here, that I'm not able to control it from the computer, but like it says it's healthy. So if we turn that off, disconnect mount. Okay. Connect mount. Success. But these buttons aren't doing anything. And maybe they're not supposed to. I don't know. It's been so long. But it's weird that the mount software itself here is not working it either. We are connected to the camera though, so like hypothetically, we could take a picture, imaging. Like we should be able to just take an exposure. There, 10 seconds. So see if that works. Of course, taking a picture of the inside of the lens cap there. But because the hope is that enough stuff is working now, we could come out here on the next clear night and do some test images. Because everything's set up. The only thing that's that wasn't working when we left. Okay, yeah, there's a picture. There's a picture of the inside of the lens cap, so that's fine. The only thing that wasn't working, and it was my fault, I think I left the power on when I cut the cord and I need to reset it, is the filter wheel. But that's not going to matter much anyway, just for the first little while, because we've got a color camera attached. So I just pulled off the S-Big camera that was on there and replaced it with an ASI 297 MC Pro. So just a basic color camera. I don't have the adapters to put on the 2600, which is also color camera, but yeah. So anyway, definitely interesting that the mount is not letting me control it. So, it's not turned on. Maybe we'll try to get Earth-centered universe. So Earth-centered universe is software that Dave had designed here. And so basically, we pointed at something we know is above the horizon, it's going near the sun. The dome is closed, so that's not an issue. Moves, so the telescope, so we're not synced here to Earth-centered universe. So that's an issue. So we need to, it's been so long. Connect the telescope. Okay, connecting to telescope. Okay, the telescope's connected. We've got some controls here in Earth-centered universe. So the slew controls are not working with the telescope. So that's interesting. That might just be because we've got too much stuff working it at the same time. So let's see what happens if we shut off Nina. So we'll shut off Nina. Again, I'm just trying to see if I can control that mount from the computer to see if things are healthy. Okay, so maybe we'll shut down Earth-centered universe. Yes. It doesn't even want to go. We'll try enabling scope with Earth-centered universe. And I guess this, here, maybe, you know what? Let's just reset the computer. That's what we should do. Yeah, it's been so long since I've used a PC. There's the power button. Restart. Restart anyway. All right. Okay. So, one question. I'm on a tight budget. Should I buy a 760 refractor or not? That's binoculars. At that aperture, I would do binoculars, but that's just me. The minimum aperture I like to switch over for a telescope is 100. Depends what you're going for, though. You know, you could see the moon with that scope. You can see Jupiter with that scope. Deep sky objects and dark skies. Binoculars would be better in that price range. Anyway, some general advice. I have that video that's a telescope for every budget, which has been a really good video because now I just point people to that. Okay. But anyway, so here, I'll do a quick tour outside and then I'll probably sign off, get these kids home. It's PD day for them, which is why they're around. So we had these 2 ice storms, and then and like everything was inaccessible, and then we just had 3 days of rain and everything melted. Like there's almost no evidence that everything was just covered in 2 inches of ice.
Should I lock the door?
No, I'm gonna go back in and close up, bud. You know, so here we can see that solar panels in good condition, right there, and so there we go. Everything seemed to survive the winter,
Including the porta potty.
including. Did it? Yeah, it did. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure. Never know. How's the weather where everyone is where you are? Probably better than this.
It is freezing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not taking my hands out of my pockets.
Yeah, not a good day for stargazing, but
Not
a good day for checking the status of the observatory. But yeah, I'm happy that most everything seemed to work. But I definitely want to get a modern mount. I got talked out of switching from the Gemini Titan because this is like a mount designed for observatories. You know, instead of getting a Celestron. But I think the Celestron is the way to go, and then I'll just have this one as a backup. And so that might be what we do. Oh, computer turned off. All right, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for hanging out, and we will catch you guys in the next video if I can finally finish editing it. So, well, the next video is just about my master's degree. So it's a space systems engineering. Like, what is space systems engineering, and how do you become a space systems engineer, all that stuff. And so that's the next video. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, signing off. Guys, remember, the future is looking up. Say bye, kids.
Bye.